I asked that question, another answer came in. If you could ask one question about you or your life to help you feel better about yourself, what would it be? How do I love myself? Well, that's a hard one, because it's a journey. It really is. And by that, you have to look at all those bits that you're too scared to look at. And I suggest, if you're going to do this kind of work, that you do it with a group of people. I've got a group that we work through all of my journal exercises one by one to kind of get to this. And there are some really good exercises, certainly in the Unicorn Journal, about finding those things that make you unique, because I've spent years helping people find that thing that they don't see in themselves. And just from one conversation, I will talk to people and say, do you know what? Actually, this is what you do that's really different. Nobody else does that. And you've got this in the way that you speak, and this in the way that you put yourself forward. And I've got a knack for bringing that out in people. And so what I would first off encourage you to do is talk to other people and ask them. And oh my God, it takes guts. It really takes guts, but you have to ask people what they think of you. And there are ways to do that, and reach out to me if you want me to take you through like an exercise on how to do that, because it's something that you can do really effectively. Okay, I'll give you an example, okay? Go on Facebook, say, okay, tell me 3 things that you like about me, and I'll do the same, and I'll give you 3 things back. And then I've got a really good idea to do with the 3 things back that they give you, which helps you as more of a ritualistic thing, but I don't have time to go into the details of that today. But in order to love you, you have to accept all aspects of you, that in every given moment you are perfect, right as you are right now. Like me, roots need done, grey hairs, jumper, look like I've hardly slept, haven't been able to use creams for months because my face has been a nightmare. But you know what, in here, I actually do finally love and accept who I am for all of my foibles. And do you know, the biggest thing for me has been talking to other people about so much different stuff. So like, I've been the person who I'll talk to strangers and feel, oh my God, I've just told them my life story. Or I'll go on a train and I'll have the person tell me their life story. Or I'll overshare with a complete stranger. Or sometimes the old me would have been like, oh, I shouldn't have complimented that person. She wasn't comfortable with it. I complimented somebody yesterday on their food. I was like, oh my God, this food is beautiful. And they're like, oh, it's just food. And they really weren't comfortable. But to me, it was like a beautiful rainbow for the eyes. But it's only by talking with other people that you will understand that these things you think are your flaws, every other woman, usually women in the world, even guys, actually not true, guys feel this too, every other person in the world has the same thoughts. And we're all at a different level of our healing journey. And that's, again, why talking to other people, you will get to pull in the different levels of expertise. And if you get your tribe, if you're really good at building your tribe, and by tribe, I mean people that you can love and trust and feel safe with, and just have that safe space, then you can explore all of those things. And the problem is, if you're one of these people like I have been in the past that doesn't reach out, and I've recently been through something pretty traumatic, and actually I reached out to all of my friends that I consider dear friends, and I just went, this is going on, I'm going to need your support. And I've just seen 444 again, 444 angel numbers, I'm on the right path, the confirmation from the angels that they're with me going through this is amazing. I just keep seeing 444. But yeah, the answer to the question of how do you love you, you've got to forgive yourself first. There'll be things that you feel guilty for. And my friend used to say, guilt is a bag of bricks, put it down. And there's a whole exercise I've written in one of my journals to go through that and how to take the guilt and the stuff that you felt bad for and turn it into something positive, and for not hanging on to all the things that you think you've done wrong or that make you any less than perfect or whole. And social media's for giving you that pressure, being like, oh, here's my perfect filtered face and this is what you meant to do. This is why I don't kind of care. I come on and I get, my mum will say, oh God, your hair looked a mess on that video. I don't care, because I just need to get the message across, right? And so how you love you is a very big topic with a lot of little compartments that actually you just work on snippets at a time, and over time you will build this better respect and love for yourself. So it's about setting good boundaries with people, being able to say no, surrounding yourself with the people who you love and who make you feel good, and those people that support you regardless of whether you're up here or you're down there. And I've got some amazing friends that I've never met in person that I've met online that I can do this with. And it's about just really acknowledging and appreciating who you are right now and loving that person, because she's flipping awesome. He's awesome. We are all, you never get to see the truth of somebody. You only ever get to see the bit that they present to the world. So they might look like they've got their shit together when actually they haven't. And you have got the power to decide how you put yourself out to the world. And I think it's important that you learn that you're your harshest critic. That inner voice that you've got is usually a culmination of parents, teachers, people who've pissed you off in the past or that you've pissed off in the past. So that inner negative voice and that mind chatter is usually somebody or something that has been critical of you in the past. Is that you? Is that your voice? And again, the work I do with people is helping them to defrag all that and actually work out what it is that's their voice, and getting that and grabbing it and bringing it out. So I love the fact that you've asked me that question, and I hope that this goes some way towards answering that for you. And I'm going to tag the original person in this post, but just keep asking me questions, guys. I love it. I love being made to think of the answers, because these are all questions that I've asked myself, and I still have blips. Don't get me wrong, I definitely still have blips. But, you know, as the Back to Love Goddess Guide, I'm here to help you guys and girls get back to that place where you fully love and accept who you are. Because I promise you, there are more people in the world who believe in you and see you as something amazing, and then there are people who don't. You are loved. You are appreciated. There is somebody out there who has remembered one compliment you gave them for the rest of their flipping life. You are changing their life positively every day, and yet you won't be aware of that. But now I've said that, feel it in your heart, because you will be able to feel it, because we're all connected to source. Feel it and know it to be true. Lots of love.